Yeah. So welcome to the PrepBee, guys. And today we are going to discuss about it is a group discussion. Okay. And the rule is simply this is not a structured GD. This is unstructured GD. Here we will have 12 minutes to complete the GD and come to the conclusion. Okay. Initially, I will give a topic, and you have a 2 minute, and you have to write whatever point you want to write. Okay. You can jot down, use a pen paper, and after that it's on you guys how you are going to conclude it within a 12 minutes. I hope the instruction is clear to all. If any one of you have doubt, go ahead and ask me.
So total we have 14 minutes, 2 minutes to think and then 12 minutes for the GD, right?
Yes,
Thank you.
2 minutes after giving a topic. It's for just thinking and writing whatever points you want to say. Apart from that, you have it when I say start, or I will give a timeline. Just a second. Okay, so right now it is a 8:30, around 8:33. Okay, so your GD will start. I will give a topic on 8:35 or 8:34. You will have a 2 minutes. Then I will write in a chat box yes or go ahead. You have to start. And when I say conclude, you have to conclude it. Okay. I hope it is clear to all.
कि एक चीज पूछना था कि ऐसे
Yes.
ओरिजिनल जीडी में तो बोलेंगे नहीं कंक्लूड करने, तो बेटर समवन विल
नहीं,
इनिशिएट
बोलते
एंड
हैं।
कंक्लूड इट, वो बोलते हैं क्या?
Sometimes they said if you are not like a person ki chalo you are like होने दो जब तक हो रहा तब तक. So that time they come in front and say yeah it's a time to conclude. So yeah, it's on you also. If you guys take a responsibility and conclude it, it is a better. Okay.
बट
So
मिनिमम टाइम फ्रेम आई गेस 12 to 15 मिनट्स का ही रहता है ना जीडी का?
12 minutes. Okay. So yeah, like I'm giving you a topic. The topic is just a second.
जस्ट अ सेकंड.
No. This is not a topic. Just a second.
Mr. Mayank, this is a serious recorded meeting. Mr. Sumit is not going to tolerate any jokes.
Is India ready for electric vehicles? Is India ready for electric vehicles? Your, you can start speaking at 8:36. Okay. And you have to conclude it within a 12 minute. All the best, guys.
I'd like to
So whenever,
start the topic.
go ahead.
So yeah, the topic is electric vehicle. Is India ready for electric vehicles? So the concept of electric vehicle comes from pollution, right? comes from pollution and climate change. India is facing like lots of pollution and climate change. That's why electric vehicle has come into the picture. Electric vehicle will reduce the pollution and our import bill will go down, which in case will bring up a stronger INR. But the reverse case is that majority of our electricity is still being produced from coal. So it's not reducing the problem of pollution. And the second thing is electric infrastructure is still not educated in India. Enough electric charging stations are still not put up on our roads, and things and electric vehicles are very costly and batteries are not very big, very large enough. The range is very small for Indian people.
To add
I
to that,
would
I would like to
totally
say
agree
that
with
batteries
Sudhanshu.
themselves are made in, let's say,
Yeah,
China,
go on.
which is, let's say, a competitive market of India. So it is really, let's say, a losing game for India if we rely more and more on EV batteries from China. Moreover, economists and many scientists are arguing that hydrogen actually is the future, while, let's say, EVs are the transition to them. Moreover, the first cost of an EV or buying an EV is very much, and in addition to that, the battery waste from EV is huge. The problem we are looking at is not whether India can adopt it or not, but is India ready to lose that much in EVs? Is India ready for that transition until it goes to hydrogen? So I think my
I agree with
I
Satya.
agree,
Actually,
but
see,
I
uh,
can
it
say
is a
that,
developing country.
like
In
So,
context to this,
of
we must answer
yeah,
that yes, it is definitely ready because we have found that lithium reserves in a state in India. So I think, in my opinion, India is definitely ready for that because of petroleum borrowings, which leads to fiscal deficit of our nation. So India must shift to like electric vehicles so that it can reduce the fiscal deficit and maintain our country. And because of that, petroleum dependency would be less, and it is cost efficient to like it can in one charge it can go up to 100 kilometers, which is definitely useful for any nation to reduce its dependency on other fossil fuels, which are also creating pollution to the environment.
yeah,
I
I
would like to
completely agree
disagree
with
with
if
Bhumi's
there
point.
is a
If the
market
world
of
is
Actually,
lithium
from
or
a
moving and
developing country,
lithium
okay,
I think
we
we
can
batteries.
should
see
take one
that
by one and let
most of
who haven't
our
spoken yet to speak. I think
ex
Gagan is speaking something.
yeah,
I
thanks, Satya.
think,
Yeah.
see,
So
I would
I was
agree with
saying that,
Bhumi. Like, yeah, go on,
should I
Gagan.
continue? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So I was saying that I would like to disagree with Bhumi's point. See, India is a developing country, and we all know we don't have enough infrastructure to put all the batteries and all the like fueling station for our EVs. And also in the recently we have seen that two-wheelers are coming in Indian market, but they are not getting that good response like our two-wheelers from Hero and other IC engines. So I think that instead of wasting our taxpayers' money on something that is aspired by a developed country, we should focus more on other part of India, like developing first the infrastructure so that we can build upon it later. Then in the future only we have to consider about the EV, but not right now.
but
It's
Everything
a
for
needs
to
wonderful
time.
point,
add
but
up,
I
Can
also
make
want
your
to add.
I
Everything
agree
needs
with Gagan
taking the
actually
idea,
because
taking the
we
idea
need
forward, I
semiconductor
can
actually.
okay,
Yeah,
Dipanshu, let me speak. Taking the idea forward, that the thing is not about that India is, yes, India is developing country, and whenever it is going to take move towards the EV, there will be step coming to set up the charging station. There will be problem arise, and it is not that tomorrow the problem is going to solve that today it can be solved. India have that capability as India is rising economy in the world. But the thing is, but why electronic vehicles? The thing come arise with that petroleum is causing harm to the environment. It is the rising. It is the cause of rising pollution. But this problem can be solved with the hydrogen engines, with the hydrogen as a fuel, and EV. After coming EV, there are many research that come out that it is only curbing the 0.002%, if I am not wrong, the problem of environment, because there, due to the fast running cars, there will be pollution because of their tires. So electronic vehicle, if it is talking in response of taking action to curb the problem of environment, it is not a solution. But yes, India is not that weak that it cannot upgrade to the where world is going to. It can, it will in the coming future. But yes, this
I
is
would,
not a prominent solution.
yeah,
It should take a
I would
prominent
like to
solution.
But
add
I
to
would
my
agree with
opinion
Mayank
that
actually,
the
but
sales
okay,
of
not
EV in
actually.
past
India
year,
is
yeah,
India is
in
I think let
2022
me
we
speak.
can say that.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Okay. So
It's
actually,
a wonderful
Mayank is right
point,
actually, but
but
we are not ready actually because because we need semiconductor actually in every vehicle, and whether it is EV or it is traditional vehicle. So, but there is a shortage in semiconductor industry too, and whether it's hydrogen engine based vehicle or EV based vehicle, So I think we need to develop semiconductor first, and then we should move to EV vehicles. Because if we are not able to produce enough semiconductors, then obviously there's no talk about. They should be not talk
I
about
think we are
going.
deviating from the topic.
I
The topic is about electric
I
vehicles,
don't
not
think so. It's
semiconductor.
I don't think so.
Question
It's
here
a
is,
deviating
I
topic
should we
because
go
we
for the
need
second
I
game,
want
that is EV?
Point that why
Should we
India is
actually look at EV, or
I
should we
agree with the topic.
take a look at a jump to, let's say, hydrogen? Because what EVs right now are doing is they are taking away pollution from the streets and increasing the pollution at the coal power plants, which are providing electricity for charging of the EVs. So I think we should look at that aspect, whether is EV sustainable in the long run when compared to hydrogen or other alternate fuel resources.
no. I
Yeah,
think
I would like
India.
to add to
Hello,
the
carbon
carbon
I
footprint
footprint.
would
is.
I would like to add my point of view. As
First,
India
we
readiness,
technology
I would
first.
like to add
But
my point of
is
view.
if we
Let Shelly talk, Abhi.
Yeah.
uh,
So I would like to add my point of view. India readiness for adopting EV depends on several key
all
factors, like government providing incentives for manufacturers and
also
consumers.
want to
So
add a
at the
different
main
perspective in
challenge,
it. A
let
normal
me
EV will charge around vehicle. So
can I continue?
The biggest challenge to the EV market currently is, I guess, is the power stations deficiency that India is currently having, and also the EV, the transfer shifting to the EVs from the fossil traditional conventional fueling system is also the main thing is, yeah. So for the large vehicles like the trucks and whichever carry the goods and all, for that particular purposes, EVs cannot be a good alternative to the fossil to the ones emitting like running on diesel and fuel. So that cannot be a corrective measure for as such like the challenges that India is facing currently.
Yeah,
But
I would
then
also
again,
like
it's
to
also
add
like
that
time to jump
that
into
there are
hydrogen
yeah,
fuel.
I would
I
like to
also
add my point here that
Are
even
wanting.
if we install power stations in tier 1 or tier 2 cities, but still we are going to face problem in the rural areas. Like there has to be power stations, regular power stations at I mean good interval of kilometers. Even if we install it in good I mean tier 1 tier 2 or even in tier 3 cities, but it will be very I mean it will take some like 5 to 6 to 7 years to get into like rural areas, and mostly into some states like Uttarakhand, where it is very hilly regions. So yeah, that's all.
yeah. Apart
I
from
would
For
like to
rural
add on
areas,
Bhavesh's
India is also
point.
providing
I would
subsidies
like to
to the
add on
EV
apart
market.
if we
Like
look at
those
the current scenario,
like those
sales
who
are
can
being driven
purchase
by the
EV vehicles.
sales are being driven up by the subsidies that are provided by the government. Government provides FAME subsidies to the car makers, which reduce their cost. So, if in the recent, if you have taken a look at the recent news, the government has allocated less money to the car makers for providing subsidies, which has increased the cost of the cars. And due to that, the adoption of EVs has gone down. The sales are going down. So, I believe our technology needs to be worked upon, and the cost of the cost of the car needs to be reduced. And the another problem is the battery replacement issue. If we go to the any EV manufacturer and buy a car, people argue that okay, once it will cost more, but after that you will save money on fuel. But battery replacement is also an issue. A normal battery in an EV car or an EV bike lasts for almost 4 to 5 years. After 4 to 5 years, you will have to replace the battery, and it will cost around same of what you would have spent on the fuel. So I believe battery replacement cost is something that people overlook while buying an EV.
I think we
yeah
should jump to the consensus here because the conclusion time is really nearing us. So I think the consensus should be around something like India can adopt EVs readily, but the question is that should India readily adopt EVs in light of better transformations that are coming? So anyone would
I
like to
think
add to that? You can
And
add.
yes,
I would
I would
also
like
there
to add
are
on that.
in
I would like to add
on
on that.
transportation
Like
level,
India
if
readiness
we
is
keep separate
depends
our
on various factors. Like the main challenge for EV adopting in India would be the charging stations. So the proper infrastructure would be required for that. And as many teammates were saying about environmental issues. So environmental issues like government has already allocated budget for adopting CNG, and many vehicles have started using that. So I think if we go with EV for curbing the environmental issues, it will be more costly for India. So I think India is not ready for EV, as it will build a very huge infrastructure cost to them.
And
But
As we
also, I
talking
can
about
add
the
to the point that
readiness,
if the
Can
I
you
material
want
please
to draw a
conclude?
want to
point.
add a
I want to
different
draw a point
perspective
and
for it.
ask a question to
Okay,
all of
okay,
us.
okay.
If
Because
any one of you have
Better to
noticed that those e-rickshaw, those rickshaws which were cycled by means manually, they are completely wiped out from the market, and electric rickshaw has come in the picture. So in the transportation level, we are going to use more and more EV. So I think in personal level cars also we can bring EVs as well, but there is required the collaboration between the state government and private entities. If they can deal and collab betterly, then I think we can make more
With
good
charging, what's happening
decisions.
is that the companies like BPCL or IOCL, they are opening charging stations next to their petrol stations. So it is really easy for them to build the infrastructure. So I think that portion can be sort of said as clean, because even in rural centers, they have petrol pumps, and setting up, let's say, a single counter or two counters for electricity is not that difficult of a job. So I feel that we should add something to a consensus now.
also I can say that if mostly
This is
people would buy
conclusion
their,
time, guys.
We need to
yeah,
So
develop.
in conclusion, I
Yeah.
would like to say that we discussed in this GD a lot of things, including from China to how China can benefit to hydrogen, to, let's say, EVs being too expensive. Also, some people talked about how EVs can be the future. Some people said how EVs cannot be the future, and we should like to talk on development and more. We reached sorts of a consensus where many people agreed that India can be ready for an EV, but should India be, let's say, adopting EV? And I feel we could have more of such GDs to, let's say, conclude this.
India is ready for
भाई
India is
conclusion हो गया.
Conclusion is done.
Hi, conclusion के बाद नहीं
Okay,
I
okay,
didn't.
guys, just a second. So yeah, this is a GD. This kind of GD you can expect unstructured GD in your entry level B school. Like if some of you are who are going for Wellinkers interview or SIBM's GE. Okay, so SIBM ka GE is something that was different, but yeah, the theme was same. What you have to do, 12 मिनट हो गया, you have to conclude. That's it. जिसे जो बोलना है, you should come first and say it. So I just pointed out some point which you can avoid in your actual GD, so that it will be a good impression on a panelist, those who are judging you. Okay. First one is I noticed Gagan. Gagan, are you there? Yeah. Yeah. What you did, if you disagree with someone, don't say their name. Like you said, Bhumi, I am disagree with you. Okay. So don't name their name. Okay. Simply you can say, I disagree with this, and start with your pointers. Don't name anyone. Okay.
Sure,
So
I'll keep in
this was
mind.
a mistake. Yeah, keep it in mind. Even though in B school also you can't do this kind of thing. You can't name any persons. Okay. यार अगर ऐसा करोगे तो पैनलिस्ट बाहर कर देगा. Okay. So this is what. Apart from that, Bhumi, from your side also, like as he said your name and pointed out some points, आप उतर के आए and you are like वो टीवी में जीडी होता ना, देखते होंगे आप लोग न्यूज़ चैनल पे, वैसे आपने बोलना लगे. तो you are a PrepBee student and you are doing this kind of thing, you know already all structure and everything, right? So I don't expect from you. Okay, so होता है, एक बार चलता है जोश जोश में, बट या ऐसा जोश में मत करना, तो बाहर हो जाओगे, बहुत बड़ा लॉस होगा. अच्छा कॉल होगा तो बहुत बहुत बड़ा लॉस होगा. ओके, दिस वाज द पॉइंट फ्रॉम which I noticed. Apart from that, something, yeah, Shaili started speaking, and then Love, I don't know he's here or where, कहाँ गया पता नहीं. So
yes, sir. I will only. Oh,
yeah,
actually, this due to some network connection, I'm constantly disconnected and disconnected, due to which there's some
okay, no issue. So yeah,
miscommunication.
just in case it was like if it is not a online GD, तो वहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं करना. Like you interrupted her. So सबसे भाई सबसे बड़ा पाप है ये, लड़की को कभी भी मत टोकना. सबसे पहले बाहर
So
कर देंगे.
actually बहुत lag आ गया था, so I can't get the point कि
Yeah, yeah.
उन्होंने
No,
बोलना
it's
शुरू कर
okay.
दिया
It's
है
okay. It's
and
okay.
all
I know. I agree that there was a network issue from your side. That's why you thought ki yeah, there is no one saying anything, so I could speak. So it's okay for now, but yeah, don't do this kind of mistake in your actual GD. Okay, and then yeah, apart from this, आपने बाद में फिर कुछ नहीं बोला. So this was a mistake, and if there is network issue from your side, it's okay, चलता है. But yeah, if you are in a GD, it's your responsibility to speak. आओ बीच में कोई डबल बोल रहा लाइक सत्या केम थ्राइस, भाई 3 बार आया वो, ठीक है. वो जब आ रहा ना उसको हटाओ, उसको लाइक नाउ यू शुड कम फ्रंट एंड से लेट मी स्पीक. If someone is speaking like someone I noticed, Dipanshu also, you mentioned someone's name, I don't know whose name, uh, but
Mayankan.
yeah, you mentioned the name. I written here कि you said name, नाम नहीं लेना, ऐसे मैं लिख लिया पहले. Okay, so don't mention it. Okay,
Yeah,
you can
actually,
disagree with anyone, just say simply I disagree with this. Okay,
no,
I
actually, I
disagree
said
with,
I agree with him actually, but क्योंकि मैंने like
yeah,
someone
still
told me
still
कि
you can't name, you can't
okay,
name anyone.
अगर एग्री करना हो तो भी we should not know.
ना, नहीं लो. You just simply say I agree with this and start अपना. आगे वाले को समझ
yeah,
रहे हैं आप किससे
actually,
agree कर रहे हो.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't do this kind of thing. It's okay, it was the first GD and होता है, but don't make the same mistake in your actual GD. And apart from that, one person कहाँ गया, अभी गूगल किया भाई.
नहीं पता था पहले से.
No, actually, Satya, one more thing. When you are participating in GD, I already told you, don't comment in chat box.
Sorry. Okay.
सत्या का -10 for this
नहीं, मैं
behavior.
नेक्स्ट टाइम से मैं आपको अलाउ नहीं करूंगा फिर मेरे GDs में. फिर आप रहना, आयुष वैसे भी कंडक्ट नहीं करवाता है, मैं करवाता हूँ, तो मैं रखूंगा नहीं फिर.
नहीं
ओके,
सुमित भैया अभी निकालो. ऐसे
नो,
ऐसे मिसकंडक्ट नहीं टॉलरेट होंगे.
लेट इट
अभी
बी.
निकालो
दिस इज
उसे.
लास्ट वार्निंग फॉर हिम. ओके, सो yeah, अभी आई डोंट नो, ही सेड यू आर गूगलिंग एंड लाइक यू आर सीइंग, नीचे देख रहे थे ऐसे, तो आई थॉट यस यू आर
वो
एक्चुअली.
नोट्स बनाया, मतलब वो आपने क्या कहते हैं, 2 मिनट का टाइम था तो उसमें थोड़ा मैंने अपने नोट्स लिखे थे, वो नोट्स देख रहा
ओके,
था.
सो नोट्स बनाया तो दैट्स गुड, बट या इफ यू आर गूगलिंग सो
नो नो नो, गूगल नहीं
ठीक है,
किया.
अभी कर लोगे. व्हाट विल
नहीं
वी
नहीं,
डू
गूगल
व्हेन यू आर
नहीं कर
इन
रहा था.
एक्चुअल GD. ओके, या सो बस वही पॉइंट आउट था. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, या देन हुआ क्या है, द पर्सन हु हैवंट केम फॉर, एक बार भी नहीं आया. ओम, साहिल आने की कोशिश कर रहा था, बट समवन डिसरप्टेड कि भाई चलो हटो, आपको तो हम आने नहीं देंगे. सो गाइस, व्हाट यू कैन डू, इफ समवन इज स्टार्टेड स्पीकिंग, लाइक दीपांशु ने किसी के लिए बोला था लेट शैली कंप्लीट, तो दीपांशु, इट इज नॉट योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू से कि लेट हर कंप्लीट. ओके, यू कैन से, बोल सकते हो, बट डोंट से. पैनिश का मूड खराब होगा ना, भगा देगा पहले आपको. इसको बहुत पड़ी है, बाकी की इसका खुद का नहीं हो रहा है, बाकी का टेंशन ले रहा है. ओके, सो डोंट से. एंड शैली, इट इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, इफ समवन इंटरप्टिंग यू, जस्ट सिंपली से लेट मी कंप्लीट फर्स्ट.
Yeah, I told once, but they were
चिल्ला के
so
बोलो, थोड़ा जोर के बोलो,
okay.
let me complete first, then you can continue. Simply say that. Okay, so this is your responsibility to say, not another person's. अगर आप बोल रहे हो, आई डोंट नो व्हाट जो भी आपका पैनलिस्ट है, जो भी आपको जज कर रहा है, उसका क्या माइंड में चल रहा है. बाहर कर दिया तो सिंपली यू आर गोइंग टू डू अ गुड थिंग, बट क्या पता आपके साथ बैड हो जाए. ओके, एंड शिव तेजा, you tried to speak, but same thing happened with you, like other people started speaking and you are unable to speak your point, and when at the end you want to add a point, that time already GD concluded, right? So
Yes, sir.
what you can do, guys, simply the learning is here. अगर हम GD में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, कम फर्स्ट, एक दो पॉइंट बोलो, बीच में घुसने की कोशिश करो, ट्राई टू गेट अ गैप. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, एक बार कंक्लूड हो गया, यू कांट ऐड एनी पॉइंट. ओके, इवन दो इन एक्चुअल GD ऑल्सो आप ऐड मत करना. एक बार कंक्लूड किसी ने कर दिया, दैट्स इट, GD इज ओवर. नो मैटर व्हेन ही कंक्लूडेड, ही सी मे बी कंक्लूड एट अ 10 minutes ऑल्सो. कंक्लूड कर दे तो आपको कुछ बोलना ही नहीं है. तो जो 10 मिनट के अंदर कंक्लूड किया ना, तो पहले ही बाहर जाएगा कंक्लूड जिसने किया. रीजन बिहाइंड, यू हैव अ टाइम. सो टाइम पे भी आपको थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. ओके, आई होप दिस फीडबैक विल हेल्प यू टू यू इन एक्चुअल GD, एंड अच्छा करोगे. अभी मौका नहीं मिला, बट ट्राई करना इन एक्चुअल GD. यू कैन ट्राई टू पार्टिसिपेट, बीच में जाओ अपना. बस ऐसे कुछ नहीं, एकदम से मत घुसना. एंड इवन दो बॉयज, द एक रेड फ्लैग बता दे रहा हूँ, गर्ल्स बोलती रहे ना, अगर गलती से आपने बोलना चालू किए हो एंड यू सी कि नहीं भाई गलती होगी, तो चुप हो जाना चुपचाप से, जैसे कि अंकित ने किया था। आई थिंक अंकित एक बार चुप हो गया था, समवन स्टार्टेड स्पीकिंग गर्ल्स लाइक भूमि, शैली, आई डोंट नो रिमेंबर, बट वो चुप हुआ था। सो आप चुप हो जाना, ओके, क्योंकि पैनलिस्ट पता नहीं अलग ही रहते हैं उन लोग, तो द बेटर वे इज कीप बी अ साइलेंट, okay. I hope this is this feedback will help you, and this is
Sumit,
the end of first GD. Okay,
sir,
just a second guys,
Acha, I have a
just a
doubt.
second.
I have a
Sumit,
doubt.
just a
Yeah,
second.
we'll clear it, just a second. Okay guys, thank you for joining.